Well, hello, good day to everyone. We're here today at the province of Aklan, the home of the famous island that is Boracay, the island of sin. And it's May 1. It's a busy day for the island because of the Le Boracay or La Boracay. But we're not here at the office of the Governor Florencio Miraflores, to talk about the Le Boracay. We're here today to discuss with him and for him to shed light on the issue of Sacada or migrant workers. That is because Aklan is the top sending province of Sacadas or migrant workers to provinces such as Batangas, Isabela, Tarlac. Obviously, some of these provinces are majoring in the production of sugar, so they need help in the manpower for the harvesting of their sugar canes. So our sugar really come from these places, you guys.
All right, let's just get to it. Hello, Governor. Thank you for allowing us to visit you today. I know you're very busy.
Well, thank you for your visit. Do English ba to Tagalog?
Kayo po, Governor, kung ano po yung mas komportable kayo. Pero preferably, English na lang. So, siguro, let's just get to it, Governor. Maybe for starters, I'd like to ask about the status of migrant workers in your province.
As far as I know, the migrant workers, the so-called sakadas, mainly comes from the towns of Libacao and Madalag. And this is quite understandable because these are two of the most depressed towns.
So, what then is the provincial government doing to sort of help these people?
If you will note, Aklan is basically known for its tourism programs and tourism potential.
Yeah.
Because of the island of Boracay is one of our main sources of income and livelihood and job creations. But since Libacao and Madalag is situated on the eastern part of Aklan, Boracay is on the western side of Aklan. These two towns have been, left out in the total development of the province, and maybe that's the reason why that we have not reduced the sakada, the migrant, the migration of our workers to other areas because of the opportunities for work is really very difficult in these two towns as compared to the other 15 towns, the remaining 15 towns of the province.
So, maybe, Governor, from just a point of view of someone who is an outsider, I'm just curious as to why the provincial government couldn't help, develop these areas as well, given that your province has a successful tourism industry, especially with the Boracay.
Right now we have a program on the development first of the infrastructure. Some of these areas in Libacao and Madalag would still not be reached by transport. That is the reason why right now we have been asking the help of national government. Also, we have a program now under the World Bank to improve the infrastructure, the road systems, basically of these two towns. We're actually building a new bridge from the main highway to Madalag to be able to give them more access to commerce in the town or in the main commercial center of Aklan, which is Calibo.
So, Governor, can you give us a little bit of a picture of how much does the province make from your tourism industry, and why does that not translate to a total development in your province?
The province now, with the earnings that we get from tourism, because when I was governor then in my first round as governor in 1995, we started on the two trusts of the province on the development of our agriculture and tourism sector. The twin trust, the so-called twin trust of the province. we have been very successful in the tourism sector. We have made Boracay as the main tourism destination of this country. Last year, we had almost 1.5 million tourists coming to the island. It generated, according to the Department of Tourism, it generated 47 billion in terms of tourism receipts.
Wow.
But in terms of returns from national government to the province, we just get our usual share of the internal revenue allotments. And so we've been always harping on the national government that since we're contributing so much to the national economy, they should also prioritize us in terms of our other developments,
Right.
especially agriculture.
Yes.
So whatever we earn from tourism, we try to plow back on agriculture. But because of the huge amount, especially when you talk of building roads, this will entail huge amounts which we could not also afford. So we have looked to the World Bank to get some funding under the PRDP program, the Provincial Road Development Program, which will now improve our road system in Libacao and Madalag.
So there is a conscious effort naman po pala from the provincial government then to help these migrant workers, improve their lives as well. So we're talking about better road system for them so that they could access some jobs or livelihood from other areas in your province which are far more developed than theirs. But I wanted to know also, Governor, if maybe there is an initiative in a livelihood in their own area. Meron po ba?
In partnership with the Aklan State University, which is the main agricultural university of the province, we've embarked on a program where we can develop the livelihood, the agricultural products which is mainly produced in Madalag and Libacao, which is abaca. And abaca has a very, very bright future in the world market. So we're going in that direction wherein we will provide the state university, the academy will provide the technology because we need to propagate our own abaca plants because we do not want that our local indigenous abaca to be contaminated with the other types of abaca which has actually reduce the value of abaca. So the Aklan State University is now in the process of developing our own indigenous abaca plants resistant to disease so that with the road system that we are now implementing, giving assistance to our farmers in Libacao and Madalag to plant abaca coconut, which is already indigenous to that area. Just improvement of production, giving them a value added by terms of processing. In this way, we hope that we can now hold on to our people in those particular areas by giving them opportunities for livelihood, for more productive endeavors. Because the potential also of these two towns is quite substantial.
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that, Governor, because I was really wondering what is the potential of these areas to provide for their own people, in terms of livelihood.
The two towns are actually the biggest in terms of land area, but it's mostly forest, and so this is our main source of our water systems. So we would like also while we improve the agricultural sector, we also want to preserve the watershed, because that is our watershed of the Aklan River. And we have to balance this also in terms of development.
Yes, balanced development is really important din. Siguro, one last question na lang, Governor. I'd like to know what is the provincial government's vision, no, of really helping the migrant workers.
The thrust is really improvement of agricultural production, make them more productive in terms of so that they can be shown that staying in their farms is better than going out and serve as migrant workers for other provinces.
Yes. All right. Okay. Well, thank you po again, Governor Florencio Miraflores.
Okay, so okay na ba?
Yes, go. Thank you po. Okay. So, thank you again for staying with us in this interview with the Governor of the province of Aklan. And I hope that the message of Governor Florencio Miraflores is clear, especially to the Sacada workers. There is an opportunity waiting for you in your home province, and there are steps being undertaken by the provincial government to make sure that you wouldn't have to leave your homes just so that you could provide for your own family and serve as sakadas in other areas. And I've seen the work, the living conditions, and the issues of sakadas in other provinces. It's really the toughest job I've ever seen. And I hope also, if you're listening right now, that if you're not familiar with their plight, this will encourage you to learn more about them, and maybe your awareness could turn into something, and maybe we could do something about it. A collective action. Most especially if you're someone who is in power and have the ability to provide job opportunities for these people. Please, we encourage you to partner with the province of Aklan and provide job opportunities for these people, because really what they need are opportunities. Opportunities that could provide or open possibilities for them to improve their lives, to follow their dreams, fulfill their aspirations, and live a happy life. This has been the Labor Day special of your favorite radio station, NKKLK Radio. And thank you for staying with us. May you have a wonderful day.